Have a nice day. Today is Tuesday, 25th of June 2024. This day is celebrated as Global Beatless Day. The occasion pays tribute to the Beatles and their impact on both music and pop culture. Starting the newspaper analyst with the newspaper The Hindu states that Euro 2024 Zakogene's stoppage time stunner against the Croatia sends Italy through to a last 16. Italy's Mattia Zaccagni celebrates scoring against the Croatia in the group match of the Euro 2024 at Leipzig, Germany. Luka Modric's 55th minute seemed to send Croatia into the next round, but Mattia Zaccagni's late equalizer ensured defending champions Italy will play Switzerland in the round of 16. Mattia Zaccagni curled home a 98th-minute equalizer as defending champions Italy booked a last 16 spot at Euro 2024 on Monday with a 1-1 draw against Croatia, whose tournament hopes were left hanging by a thread and will next face Switzerland. The Hindu newspaper also states that Delhi water crisis. Atishi hospitalized after health worsens during hunger strike. Aam Aadmi Party members and supporters take part in the candle march in the support of Delhi Water Minister Atishi for her indefinite hunger strike amid the ongoing water crisis in the national capital on June 24, 2024. Atishi's blood sugar level fell to 36, so she has been admitted to LNJP hospital. Aam Aadmi Party leader Saurabh Bardawaj posted on X. Delhi Water Minister Atishi was admitted to the hospital on June 25 after her sugar level plummeted to 36 during her indefinite hunger strike over the water crisis in Delhi. The Aam Aadmi Party leader was admitted to the Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Hospital in the national capital in the early hours of Tuesday. Her health condition deteriorated as she was on an indefinite hunger strike, demanding the Haryana government to release Delhi's share of water on Tuesday. The indefinite hunger strike entered the fifth day. The Hindu newspaper also states that NIA charge sheet 8 persons for trafficking Rohingya Muslims Bangladesh nationals into India. A view of National Investigating Agency and NIA headquarters in the New Delhi. According to the probe by the NIA, which registered a case in this regard in October 2023, the trafficked individuals were being forced into the hard labor on the low wages and exploited under the threat of arrest. The National Investigation Agency on Monday, July 24, 2024, charge sheet 8 people suspected to be part of the transnational syndicate trafficking Rohingya Muslims and Bangladesh nationals into India using forged documents. The agency has named Jalil Mia, Hanan Mia, absconder Kajal Sarkar, Adhir Das, and Anwar Hussain alias Mama, all operating from Tripura. In the supplementary charge sheet filed before a special court in Guwahati, an official statement said. The Hindu newspaper also states that Srinagar's World Craft City tag allows Kashmir to reconnect globally. A World-Craft Kashmiri would cricket bats at a factory in Kashmir's Sangam village. Salim Beg, head of the Indian National Trust for the Art and Cultural Heritage Kashmir, described the honor as the latest recognition of the sickle base of Kashmir. Srinagar has earned the World Craft City WCC tag from the World Crafts Council, a non-government organization working to empower artisans and safeguard craft heritage globally. This is likely to reopen Kashmir's centuries-old linkage with the craft centuries in Central Asia and Iran. The executive board of the WCC, in a formal communication to officials of Jammu and Kashmir, said on Sunday that Srinagar City has earned the designation of the WCC World Craft City from members of the council's subcommittee after the detailed tour of craft centers earlier this year. Now going towards Hindustan Times newspaper states that Lok Sabha session live updates 3 India bloc MPs declined to assist pro team speaker. Lok Sabha session live updated Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the oath as a member of the lower house on a Monday. Lok Sabha session live updates on the opening day of the 18th Lok Sabha session. 262 new elected MPs, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, took the oath. The remaining 281 new MPs will take their oaths on Tuesday, with the election of other speakers post-scheduled for Wednesday. Mr. Rambal states that Moses trained for 6 months in Bastar a probe into fake notes cases. According to the police, Moses had been allegedly using a fake currency notes in a weekly market of interior areas of Bastar region and duping innocent tribals for a long time. New Delhi: for nearly 6 months last year in the jungles of the West Bastar in Chhattisgarh, Moses insurgents were trained in the technique of the printing fake currencies notes. Officials aware of the matter said after state police and the Central Reserve Police Force seized a cache of fake notes and printing machines from Sukma. Mr. Temple states that Mamata Banerjee writes to Prime Minister Modi seeking abolition of NEET. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi to abolish NEET for admissions in the undergraduate medical courses. Kolkata West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Monday wrote to Prime Minister Narendra Modi urging him to abolish the national eligibility entrance test for the medical education and revert to the previous system in which states conducted their own entrance tests. Now going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, current account balance recorded surplus of 0.6% of the GDP in Q4 financial year 2024. Reserve Bank of India says in Q4 financial year 2023, the current account deficit CAD stood at the $1.3 billion or 0.2% of the GDP. The Reserve Bank of India data showed in Q3 financial year 2024, the CAD was $8.7 billion or 1% of GDP. The country's current account balance recorded as surplus of the $5.7 billion or 0.6% of gross domestic product GDP in the January-March 2024 quarter. Driven by the lower merchandise trade deficit, the current account deficit is the difference between the exports and imports of the goods service. It is a key indicator of the country's external sector. Government officers force 10 new critical mineral blocks unveils fresh incentives for exploration. The ministry's fourth tranche brings the total critical mineral blocks of 48. The preferred bidders for 6 blocks that were successfully auctioned off in the first tranche in November were also announced. Pre-budget consultations need better social security net for Asha and Anganwadi mid-day meal workers, say labor unions. The demand also featured a strong social welfare scheme such as provisions for minimum wage and social security benefits for gig workers. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman chairs a pre-budget meeting with the representatives of the trade union and labor organization in New Delhi on Monday. Going towards the world news, including Russia promises retaliation against the United States for a Ukraine strike on Crimea. Ground vehicle catches fire near British Airways plane at Heathrow Airport. Prosecutor in classified documents case clashes with the judge over the request to restrict Trump's speech. Julian Assange timeline of WikiLeaks founder's legal battles. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange will plead guilty in deal with the United States that will allow him to walk free. Former Portuguese Prime Minister optimistic as European Union Council top job decision nears. Now going towards science and tech, we have how the PESA has boosted forest conservation in India. Women from the Singapati tribal settlement collecting a firewood for fuel at the foothills of the Western Ghats in Coimbatore in 2023. The Panchayat Extension Scheduled Areas Act empowered the scheduled tribe as a political actors, and as they needed to protect the trees for their livelihoods, it made them hostile to commercial timber and mining. Muzasad, Provalal, and Benjamin Pascual, a 2023 representation and forest conservation evidence from the India's scheduled area, American Political Science Review 2024. Apple Meta not in talks currently for artificial intelligence partnership report. The companies are not in discussions for an artificial intelligence partnership involving Meta's Llama chatbot and only held brief talks in the March, the report said. Apple has rejected overtures by Meta platforms to integrate the social networking company's artificial intelligence chatbot into the iPhone months ago. Bloomberg News reported on Monday, Apple has rejected overtures by Meta platforms to integrate the social networking company's artificial intelligence chatbot into the iPhone months ago. Bloomberg News reported on Monday, citing people with the knowledge of the matter. The companies are not in discussions for an artificial intelligence partnership involving Meta's Llama chatbot only held brief talks in the March, the report said. What is the Great Nicobar site of the Niti Aayog's Meta project explained? An aerial view of the Indira Point in the Great Nicobar. On June 17, the Congress Party demanded an immediate suspension of the all clearance granted to Niti Aayog's mega project on Great Nicobar Islands in the light of violations of due process, legal and constitutional provisions protecting tribal communities, and the project's disproportionate ecological and human cost. The party also demanded a thorough, impartial review of the proposed project, including by the parliamentary committees concerned. Other political parties have also raised the concerns about the project. In its 2024 election manifesto, the Communist Party of India Marxist promised to scrap the environmentally disastrous and pro-corporate islands development plan for Andaman and Nicobar. The Tribal Council of the Great Nicobar and Little Nicobar and a host of the environmentalists, wildlife conservationists, and a tribal rights group have also opposed the project. What is Niti Aayog's project? In March 2021, Niti Aayog unveiled the Rs 72,000 crore plan called the Holistic Development of Great Nicobar Island and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. It includes the construction of the international transpayment terminal and international airport, a power plant, and a township. The project is to be implemented by the government undertaking called the Andaman and Nicobar Island Integrated Development Corporation (ANIIGCO) organization. The plan states the proposed port will allow Great Nicobar to participate in the regional and global maritime economy by becoming a major player in cargo transshipment. The proposed airport will support the growth of the maritime services and enable Great Nicobar Island to attract the international and national visitors to experience the outstanding natural environment and participate in sustainable tourism activity. Although Niti Aayog put forth the project in its present form, it has a long history. Plans for developing a port in Great Nicobar have been around since at least the 1970s, when the Trade Development Authority of India, now called India Trade Promotion Organization, conducted a techno-economic feasibility studies. The core aim has persisted since then. A port located near one of the world's busiest international sea route, the Malacca Strait, which will allow increased participation in the global maritime trade. Why was Internet Archive asked to remove 500,000 titles from the free digital library? Internet Archives was forced to remove nearly 5 lakh titles from its library due to the book publishers successfully suing it. Internet Archive was forced to remove nearly 5 lakh titles from the library as the publishers have won a lawsuit against the digital library. Internet Archive, a non-profit digital library, will have to remove nearly 5 lakh titles from its collections of digitized materials as publishers have won a lawsuit against the site, according to the report by Ars Technica. IA is appealing the court ruling in hopes of reversing a decision by the United States courts which ruled in favor of book publishers. suing the organization for copyright infringement. Class, there's a famous quotation said by Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. Dr. Ambedkar, whose birth anniversary is 14 April 1891 up to 6 December 1956, was an Indian jurist, economist, social reformer, and a political leader who headed the committee drafting the Constitution of India. From the Constituent Assembly debates, served as the law and justice minister in the first cabinet of the Jawaharlal Nehru, and then inspired by the Dalit Buddhist movement after renouncing Hinduism. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar says a famous quotation. He says that life should be great rather than long. Okay, thank you.